Yo, what is up, guys, and welcome back to the Last of Us challenge. We are on episode 20. I got it right this time, yet again. Well done, Gavi, for getting it right. Anyway, we are back for episode 20, yes. For the Mexican Grand Prix, we are doing the two-stop like everyone else, I hope. Anyway, it is 5 laps, and away we go for the Mexican Grand Prix. Up ahead are the two Williams, as per normal. But anyway, Giovinazzi gets a shock of the start. We don't get too good of a start ourselves, but they're going 4 wide, so there's no point in using overtake to try and make it 5 wide. That would just go badly, making sure we do not get any damage as the AI brake slowly, but now I'm trying to get a better exit than everyone ahead of us. We try and do like a triple switchback, and we just about get it done. We overtake Grosjean on the hard tyres, so he's trying to go for the one stop. Probably won't work, mate. But anyway, diving it down the inside of George Russell. Up ahead is Kevin Magnussen. Going around the outside of him into the second chicane. Now into this weird type of hairpin thing. We go around the outside, seeing what we can do to Kimi Raikkonen. Going around the outside of him too. But he outbrakes us, so we try and go for the switchback. Which does work. He leaves us space and we take the space. Pushing us up into P15. Luckily we didn't get a warning there for exceeding track limits, but we were able to keep it within the track limits, so all good. But now we dive it up the inside of Antonio Giovinazzi for some medium tyres. Now everybody ahead of us, or at least near ahead of us, is on soft as we dive it up the inside on lap 2 of Lance Stroll. Up ahead, Carlos Sainz in the McLaren. They are going to Mercedes engine next year. McLaren, hopefully they can do well there. But anyway, now Carlos Sainz is our next victim. At the end of lap 2, simple move up the inside of Carlos Sainz. Next is Daniel Kvyat, torpedo. But anyway, going around the outside at the hip and getting the inside for the next left-hander. And that was that. Next up, Sergio Perez in the Racing Point. I'm sure Lawrence Stroll did not just like that move, because that would make them get less points in the championship, as now they are in 11th instead of 10th. But now trying to go around the outside of Pierre Gasly, he leaves the space, we take the space, take full advantage of him, and up into P9, and now also up onto lap 5. But now Albon is stuck behind a few Renaults, so we go around the outside of him at the hairpin. The same place we did to get Danny Kvyat. And now I'm trying to go around the outside of Daniel Ricciardo like we did to Pierre Gasly, I think. But now going up the inside of Ricciardo, making sure we are patient with our moves, making sure everything is and into perfection, because we do not want to lose this race, as it could damage our title hopes. But anyway, going around the outside of Lando Norris at turn 1, he's still there, although not for long. And as you can see, there's a yellow flag, but no one's ahead of us. It's come off as Esteban Ocon comes off on lap 7, now lap 9. We're trying to battle with Charles Leclerc here, the young gun. But anyway, time for the pits, just behind Sebastian Vettel. Charles Leclerc is in the distance. We have to get a new front wing. I'm not sure why. Maybe I didn't edit this properly. But anyway, we have to get a new front wing and get out the pits. And there is my teammate who put it on the lap before. Maybe Charles Leclerc also put on the lap before. But there's the two alphas that are... Yes, there's Charles Leclerc. So he put it on the lap before. But anyway, he did try and make the undercut work. It didn't really work, but he did get a few extra, like, he did catch up a bit, but we were just too quick. Up into P3, Sebastian Vettel, and now Bottas is our next target. Up into P2, now it's Max versus me. Me versus Max. And now lap 22, the pit window is open for the medium tyres. We are going to be pitting. Did the undercut because Verstappen did the undercut, so I thought it would be best if we did that. but yet Bottas also pitted on that lap, which is not good for him. I think he got jumped by Leclerc and maybe even Vettel. But Vettel is actually still ahead of us, but he's going to be putting on the next lap. Let's see what we can do with Max Verstappen, if we can dispatch of him quickly or if it will take a while. On that very lap, we do dispatch of him at the inside, making sure there is no contact made, almost locking up. But now what we are doing is making sure we brake early and going very defensive. As you can see, not getting on the power very much, making sure that we back him up as much as possible so that potentially maybe Sebastian Vettel or Alexander Albon can potentially overtake Verstappen so that we can have a go at the championship, although we need to be quiet. He is going down our inside. This might not have been the best idea, but let's see if we can make it work around the outside. He does go down our inside. We are still there on the outside, making sure there is minimal contact, and luckily he backs out of it. We are able to carry on in first place, and now backing up the pack as much as we possibly can. Sebastian Vettel is in between me and Valtteri Bottas. Valtteri Bottas is right on our tail. Now coming out of this corner, you have to get an insane exit because it is a very long straight. So I just made sure I got the best exit possible, went to the right hand side so they would not get any slipstream. And now I know that they will not be able to overtake me, so I go back over to the left hand side. And Sebastian Vettel actually overtakes Max Verstappen. They're having a very good battle there, even though I'm not even looking at it. But now Vettel is still ahead of Verstappen on the next lap. And as you can see, Verstappen is trying his hardest to overtake Vettel, and he has done, which is not very good. But now, coming on to lap 6, I think Bottas was even quicker than Verstappen, and we had to pull away because we had a time penalty. But Bottas was able to overtake Verstappen, so we gained 10 points on the driver's standings, making sure we were the winner. Bottas came second, Verstappen came third, so that Verstappen would lose his championship lead. Bottas would retake it, but we would be only less than what we were before. I think now it's 10 points, 20 points between us and the championship lead. We have 2 races left to be able to do it. Will we be able to do it? That is the question. It is a very, very tough question we are going to have to ask ourselves. Hopefully we can do it, but we will have to push as much as we can in Brazil and Abu Dhabi. Anyway, there's Sergio Perez getting out of the car. I'm pretty sure he was one of our first. And Lewis Hamilton wins the Mexican Grand Prix. Bottas second, Verstappen third. We also got the fastest lap.
Well, for me, it's got to be Lewis Hamilton. The multiple world champion may be the boring choice at this point, but you can't argue that he's a driver deserving of his reputation.
I think we have gotten driver of the day in everything except one. But now the drivers standings, we are 20 points behind Valtteri Bottas. Hopefully we can pull back even more on the next one. Let's see what we can do. The championship is getting tense. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you folks in the next one.